In this video, we are going to do a complete walkthrough of the task section inside TeamTrace, one of the most powerful features the platform has to offer. So, let's get right into it. The first thing you need to do before adding any tasks is to create a task list. To do that, click on Add Task List in the top right corner of the screen. A form will appear. Go ahead and fill in the name for your task list. Next, you will be able to assign people to this task list and select their access roles. Now, if you are not already familiar with access roles in TeamTrace, we have covered that in detail in a previous video, so do check that out for a full breakdown. Once you have selected the users you want to add and chosen their access roles, click Add to include them in the task list. After the users are added, you will notice another option appears, a drop-down that lets you fine-tune the individual access roles for each user added to the list. When everything looks good, click Save to create your task list. Now click on the task list you just created to open it up. Since this task list is brand new, the dashboard will appear blank with no data, and that is perfectly normal. To help you understand what each metric looks like in action, we are going to switch over to a sample task list that already has data in it. So let's take a look at that. The dashboard gives you a clean overview of your task list through several key metrics. Task distribution by status. A visual pie chart breaking down how tasks are spread across the different statuses you have set up, giving you an at-a-glance view of where things stand. Overdue tasks. A list of tasks that have crossed their deadline. You will also notice a drop-down here that lets you switch between overdue tasks and due today tasks, so you can quickly toggle between what is already late and what needs attention today. Workload. A bar chart showing how tasks are distributed among the members of the task list, making it easy to spot if anyone is overloaded or underutilized. Upcoming deadlines. Tasks that are due in the near future. Progress status. A stacked bar chart that gives you a per-person breakdown of task progress. This dashboard is your command center for staying on top of everything happening within a task list. Now, let's add a task. Click on the Add Task icon. A form will open up where you can fill in all the relevant details. Enter the name for the task, set its status, add a description if needed, select a customer and their address if applicable. And if you need to set a specific location, you can also click on the Maps icon to drag and select a custom location on the map. Set the priority level. Assign team members. You can pick from the members you have already added to this task list. Select the start and end dates and times. Add any relevant tags. Set an estimated time for the task. Choose a repeat interval if this is a recurring task. And finally, attach any attachments you want to include. Apart from the task name and the status, none of these fields are mandatory. However, please note that if you select a customer, the customer address becomes mandatory as well. Other than that, feel free to fill in only what is relevant to your workflow. Once you have saved the task, head over to the list view. You will see the newly added task appear right there in the list. If you click on the task, a side panel will slide open on the right, displaying all the task details exactly as you configured them. Now, let's walk through the different tabs inside this side panel. Comments tab. From here, team members can leave comments directly on the task. You can also tag any user who is part of the task list. When someone is tagged in a comment, TeamTrace will automatically send them an email notification as a reminder. History tab. This tab shows you a full log of every update and action performed on this task. Who did what and when. Perfect for tracking accountability and auditing changes. Work log tab. Here you can view the work logs for any given month, broken down by each user who has worked on this task. Since this is a newly created task and task list, there is no work log data available yet. So we are presenting a sample work log here to give you a better idea of what this looks like in practice. Screenshots tab. This tab displays screenshots captured for the users who are working on this task. Please note that this feature is only accessible to company admins or managers who have the required permissions, so it will not be visible to all users. Since this is a newly created task and task list, there are no screenshots available yet, so we are presenting a sample here to show you what this section looks like when it is in use. Subtasks tab. Finally, this tab lists all the child tasks or subtasks associated with this main task. You can also add a new subtask directly from this interface. If you click on the three-dot menu on any task or subtask, you will see the following options. Edit, to update the task details. Delete, to remove the task. Clone, to duplicate the task quickly. Move to move a subtask to another parent task, or to move the task itself to a different task list entirely. One important thing to note here is that only the user who originally created the task can move it. Other members, even if they have access to the task, cannot move it. Keep this in mind as you organize your workflow. Next, let's switch over to the board view. Here, your tasks are displayed as cards organized by status, giving you a Kanban-style overview of all the work in progress. Just like in the list view, you get the same options to update, delete, clone, and move tasks. You can also click on any task card to open its details. From the top right corner of the task detail panel, you can change the status of the task on the fly. You can also simply drag and drop tasks between status columns to update their status without opening the task at all. Now let's check out the calendar view. In this view, tasks are displayed based on their due dates, giving you a timeline perspective of what is coming up. For example, if one of your tasks has a due date set for the 20th of August, 2026, you will see it appear right there on that date in the calendar. Now let's look at the filter option inside the task list. You have a wide range of filter options available. You can filter tasks by status, assignee, priority, date range, and more. Once you apply a filter, the view will update to show only the tasks that match your criteria. These filters are available in both the calendar and board views. What makes this even more powerful is the My View option. Here, you can not only apply a filter, but also save it as a named view. This means the next time you come back, you do not have to set the filter all over again. It is right there waiting for you. This is especially useful for managers and admins who want quick, customized views tailored to their specific needs. Different team members can create and save their own views independently, so everyone gets a workspace that works for them. Moving on, you have the Search Task option, which lets you quickly find any task within the task list by name. Next is the Status section. Statuses in TeamTrace are fully customizable. You can create statuses that match your team's workflow, and you can also assign each status to a specific role. This means only users with that role in your organization will be able to apply that particular status to a task, giving you fine-grained control over how work moves through your pipeline. There is also a final toggle for any status. When enabled, tasks moved to that status will automatically shift to the end of the board in the board view, keeping your active tasks front and center. Similarly, the priority section is also fully customizable. Set up as many priority levels as your team needs, and configure them exactly the way you want. Next up is the Custom Fields option. This is a powerful feature that allows you to add additional fields to your tasks, fields that are specific to your organization's needs. When creating a custom field, you will have a few important settings to configure. Field name. Enter a name for your custom field so it is easily identifiable within the task. Field type. Choose the type of input this field will accept. TeamTrace gives you a wide range of options here, so you can pick whatever best suits the kind of data you want to capture. Global. If toggled on, this custom field will appear across all tasks in all task lists within your TeamTrace profile. Required. Marking a field as required makes it mandatory when creating or editing a task. Visible. Toggling this on makes the field visible inside all tasks across your task lists. Custom fields give your team the flexibility to capture information that matters most to your specific workflow. Inside the Settings button, you will find the option to set up a default priority for tasks in this task list. Choose the one that best fits your team's baseline expectations. The Notifications icon gives you granular control over how and where you receive alerts. You can toggle notifications on or off across 4 channels: web, mobile, email, and WhatsApp, depending on your preference. The Manage People option allows you to add more members to the task list at any point and assign or update their roles as needed. Finally, we have the Import Task option. This feature allows you to bulk import tasks into the task list using a CSV sheet, which is incredibly handy when you are migrating from another tool or setting up a large project quickly. We will walk through the import process in detail in a dedicated video, so stay tuned for that.